So let's get right into it. For this video, we're going to be making some candy. You're going to need a pot. You're going to need a pan that is greased. You're going to need your stove to be on low. You're going to need half a cup of some corn syrup. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar, 1 packet of any gelatin that you want, and then a candy thermometer, but this is actually optional if you know what you're doing. And so then you add some sugar into the pot. And then you're going to add the corn syrup. Add those two together, and then you're just going to mix to combine them together. It's going to be a little bit difficult at first, but as it starts to heat up, it's going to get easier. As you can see, it's already starting to kind of form like this paste, and that's what you're going to want it to start out looking like. Doesn't it look appetizing already? When I usually make candy, I make it so that it's 2 cups of sugar to 3/4 of a cup of corn syrup, but since this is a different recipe, we're going to be using different measurements. I put the candy thermometer in just because I want to show you how to put it in. And sometimes I just like to see where the temperature's at, even though it's obviously not where it needs to be yet. But as you can see, it's starting to become thinner and thinner. And it's kind of like became this kind of paste. I decided to turn it up to medium heat, but I really wouldn't recommend going any higher than that because you want it to cook slowly and get to a high temperature very slowly, at least for my preference for how it tastes. It's getting soupier and soupier, and look how soupy this is, and it's getting a lot, I guess more viscous would be the word, I don't know. It's getting a lot easier to mix around. That's what you want. You want it to keep getting easier and easier to mix around. And you want to get this to a boil. As you can see, the bubbles are starting to come up, and it's already a very thin fluid, and that's exactly what we want. It's very bubbly, and just going to make some pretty nice candy. I'm probably starting it way too much because in this video was my first time making candy, so I made a lot of mistakes. And I probably shouldn't have put it on the stove. That's going to stick. Well, it's not going to stick. It's going to make a mess. And then I'm going to put a lid on the top, and I'm going to cover this for about 1 minute. This is just something I like to do when I'm making candies because if there's any water in it, then it will make the sugar flow back down to the pot and stuff on the sides. You should pet a dog during this minute because why not? Dogs are really nice and they're really sweet. Look at her, she's so cute. I love you, Brenda. Even though I'm probably bothering you, like, don't pet me. Okay, so after we take the lid off, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's super, super duper bubbly. And we're almost there to where we need to be. As you can see on the thermometer, trying to get it really nice and hotty hot. And don't worry about burning it if you just keep stirring and you just take precautions. And you just make sure to watch it and don't drop any of it on the stove. You should be completely fine. Okay, here's me putting the gelatin in. I put it in when it reached 300 degrees. And then I'm just stirring it in so we can get all the yummy flavors. As you can see, I am so great at recording videos. I am PewDiePie. I am the best YouTuber in the entire world. I should get diamond play button right now for this amazing recording. So this is what it looks like. I'll stir it in. I probably should have stirred it in more so it'd be a little bit less grainy because the less you stir it in, the less it's going to be good, basically. And as you see, the temperature went down quite a lot when I put that in. Like, quite a lot. Oh, great video recording again. And I decided after it got to a hard crack to put it onto that plate. And then I put the stuff in the sink so it could be washed immediately. Like, and you have to want to put the water in immediately because sugar dissolves easily with water. And then I just kind of smeared the stuff on there. My phone died, so I had to take pictures instead. And just kind of smeared the stuff right on the sheet. It's very tasty. We're just waiting for it to all set, and that's how it looks like in the bowl after I cracked it up. It's pretty nice. It was a little bit grainy because I didn't stir it in all the way. That's what I used to put into pieces. And there's the dishes. Always clean your dishes, folks.